Hey everyone, I just wanted to do another training. So if you've been following along, this is going to be training number 3. And I just want to talk about challenge groups because challenge groups are absolutely the backbone of our business. So if you're running challenge groups, this is where you're going to find your coaches. If you're running challenge groups, that means you're making money because you're selling challenge packs. And hopefully that means you're hitting Success Club and moving your business forward. So challenge groups really are the backbone of our business because we are a health business and the goal is to get people results. That's what we want to do, is change people's lives. And challenge groups are so important for that. A lot of people cannot stick with fitness programs or stick with the gym, and so that is why challenge groups are important, because that accountability aspect that people don't get at the gym and that people don't get everywhere else. So running a good challenge group, making sure people are accountable, it's really, really important in just your business. So there's different ways you can invite to challenge group, of course. Try different things and figure out what works for you. Try many things. I do more than one of these, of course, because I'm not just going to do one. I want as many people to join me as possible. So I'm doing all these different ways to invite people, and it's definitely something that has really helped me, is doing different types of inviting. So inviting messaging. So this is really scary for a lot of people, and it's up to you whether you do it or not. I do, but I've been kind of going back and forth a little bit whether to continue or to not. So inviting via cold messaging is something that I have built my entire business off of, and I definitely recommend it, as long as it's a nice sweet message and not salesy and all of that. It's totally cool. Just let me know if you guys need help with that. I have scripts, and that is the very first way for inviting. Second, you can do Facebook posts. You should be doing Facebook posts. I can give you guys some examples of good posts. There's so many different ways, to post. You can do call to action. So, you can do a before and after picture and say, I'm looking for 5 women who are looking to change their lives, and, kind of do a longer post on that. You can do a picture of your food and say something like, who thinks they would want to, eat this yummy food and get some awesome results over the next 3 weeks. There's a ton of different ways you can post on Facebook about it, and not sound so crazy and salesy. A couple things I do want to touch on is don't post your link, please in your post, in your Facebook, anywhere that is salesy. That's not how we like to do it. I always am talking to people and I get them the link directly and only when they're absolutely ready to order. So don't be posting your link places. That's not how we like to do it. I don't even remember what I was saying, but also, don't post stock photos. So don't go to teambeachbody.com and get a picture of Autumn and all of her stuff and post that. Post pictures of you. People want to see you. They don't want to see Autumn, or otherwise they just go to the website. So pictures of you, pictures of your stuff. Get creative, and you can look at different coaches' posts on different ways to do this. You can look at mine. You can look at other coaches on the team, top coaches. Maybe you have friends or family that coach. There's tons of different resources you can look at and different ways you can invite on posting. So just check it out and try different things. Let me know. I'm always willing to read over a post before you post it or whatever. But posting on social media about, inviting people is really important. It's a really awesome way to get people interested. You can do Facebook events. This is something I've never really had a ton of luck with, but I know a lot of other coaches do, and it's something I do want to start doing more, and I've tried, but I need to do it some more. So when I start doing some of those, hopefully I can invite you guys and you can do them too with me. But that's always something you can do. Free groups. I love free groups. I haven't done them as much lately because I just haven't had as much luck with them over the past few months because summer's just been kind of hectic. But it's a great way to invite people without having to make them pay. If you're worried about being salesy, inviting to free groups is awesome because it's free, so people don't have to pay for it, and you can build those relationships, give them value, and build the trust with them. And that's a great way to be able to invite people, maybe from a free group into a challenge group with, so you have that relationship and that trust built between them. Sneak peeks, different kind of sneak peeks. We do coaching sneak peeks and challenge group sneak peeks. I'm doing my first challenge group sneak peek now, and I'm really excited about it, but I've never done one before. But there's so many different ways you can invite without it being just how you get some messages and people are like, hey, I'm trying to hit this goal for my unique business, will you buy some mascara? Here's my link, thanks. Like, that's not how we do it, and that's not going to grow your business. So please ask me, because I have a lot of passion in inviting in different ways, and I really want people to do it correctly and, you know, feel comfortable doing it. I know I've sent some bad messages, and I've, you know, been annoying, and I've done some, you know, said some silly posts, but you got to play around with it. You got to try things out. Whatever works for you is going to work for you. It might not work for me. So try it out, and you never know. Anyway, so when someone's interested in your challenge group, the key thing here is to ask questions. As soon as someone says they're interested, you don't want to just be like, word vomit, 21-day fix, Shakeology, it's going to be so awesome, you're going to lose 10 pounds, 3 weeks, it's $160, my group starts tomorrow. Like, that's not, no. So really talk to them. My questions I ask, and I have documents on this too, so if you don't have that, let me know. What I always ask is if they are doing anything for their health and fitness now, or if they're working out, following a meal plan, anything like that. And I kind of go from there as to what I ask next. You know, if they are, I ask how's that going for them? How long have they been doing it? Have they tried anything else? If they're seeing good results. If they're not on a meal or on anything, I'm like, totally fine. Like, that's totally cool. We can get you started. What kind of goals would you like to start working towards? Or what kind of goals are you working towards if they are on their own health journey? So those are kind of my two main questions. You can do whatever you want that feels comfortable, but I like to know where people are at and where they want to be, so I can help close that gap, versus just, you know, like, oh, you can join my group and you can do whatever. Like, if I ask for someone goal and they tell me that they want to, you know, slim their tummy and, you know, lose 10 pounds, I'd be like, oh girl, this is going to be the best group for you ever. Like, you can totally lose 10 pounds as long as you're following the meal plan, and the tummy toning is going to come right along with that, because that's just what happens when you slim. And then I'll give them the info. So really make sure you're asking questions and digging deep and building that relationship and the trust with people, and really getting them excited about it before you send over the info. I really like to connect the person to the product or the group before I send over the info. Like, this is going to be such a good group for you, because I know how hard it is to do without accountability, and this is totally going to, you know, be perfect for your accountability. You're going to have to check in every day, and this group is just going to be great for you. And then they're going to be excited, and you'll be like, okay, so here's all the info. So get people excited about it before you even know. Really talk it up. Really connect them, the products, to their goals and how it's going to work for them, and relate to them. Whether or not it's something you can relate to, you know someone. So for me, like, people are like, oh, I'm just so sick of not having energy. And I'm like, oh my God, I know how you feel. Like, I struggle with energy, and I always have. And it's helped me so much being able to do what I do. Energy, you know, people say that they haven't gone to the gym, you know, they have a gym membership, but they never go, and I'm like, oh my God, I hated when I was paying $20 a month and I like literally use it once a month. Like, I get it. So relate to the people, because that's why they're coming to you, is they don't want to go to, you know, someone they don't know. They want to be able to trust and relate to you. So that's, you know, how you're going to invite. If you have any questions on that, please let me know. But getting down to the actual challenge groups, it's really one thing that I need to be better at, and I know that, and I've always struggled, is challenge groups. So first of all, it starts with you. You need to be in the challenge group, you need to be following a program, and you need to be drinking your shakes, and you need to be posting your progress in there. You need to be posting your food, you need to be posting your workouts, your sweaty selfies, because if you're not, no one else is going to. No one's going to post a sweaty selfie if you're not working out and if you're not doing it, because you're the coach and they are following you. You're following your lead. Be a leader. So it starts with you. Make sure you have good before photos. I know you've watched a video on this before, but they're so crucial to your business, and really, really just make sure you have good before photos, and you will not regret it, but you will regret it if you do. So you want to have a couple people in the group, but if you don't have a ton of people, that's fine. What I like to do is pair people up with other coaches and help them run groups together. So if you haven't run a group before, you probably will run your first one with me and Megan. Or if you just want to do one on your own, that's totally fine too. But that's usually how I do it, is I'll run one with you guys, and then I'll get you out on your own, and you can start doing your own groups. Now, when you do your own group, you might only have 2 people. So maybe I'll hook you up with another newer coach who has 2 or 3 people too, and so now you have 5 people plus 2 coaches. There's 7 people, and that's a good group versus just 3. So always feel free to like ask me if you think you want to run with someone, or if you've seen someone in a team page that you would just think you would work well with. That's how I met my success partner. Is I was just friends with her on Facebook from our team page, and she messaged me and she's like, I totally vibe with you, like I think we would work great together, and we do, and she's one of my best friends. So, and it would have never happened if she never reached out. So don't be afraid to do that, because having a good partner is really important. So for Mind Challenge groups, we do 3 or 4 day prep week. You really want to make sure that everyone is, ready to go and knows what's going on. It has a program picked out and has a meal plan, and all that stuff, kind of has a good idea. So make sure you're doing a good prep week, and then just make sure that you're posting every day in there, some motivation or a challenge or something. I like to do it. I like to schedule my posts, so you can use Postcron. It's a website. Otherwise, you can do it right in the groups now, which is pretty cool. I like to schedule them very early, so I'm in Mountain Time, and a lot of my people are in Central Time, which is an hour after me. So I wake up early. I actually don't wake up that early anymore, but I like to make sure that people have that post before they work out, because for me, I work out first thing in the morning, and that post is supposed to be motivation. So I schedule my post at 4 a.m. my time, which is 5 a.m. Central Time, because I don't want anyone to not have a post in the morning if they are on there. So that's just me. Some people don't do that, but I like to have it up and ready for people first thing in the morning. Ask, really make sure you're engaging with your people. Don't just like it. Don't just write general comments. I know it's one thing I struggle with, is I really need to really get into my challenge groups more and cheer people on, but that's what we're all about. So get in there, give people cheers, tell them, maybe you could fix something about their meals or something like that. If someone isn't posting, message them, ask them. Just make sure you're running good groups. There is so many different things you can do. You can look on Pinterest. There's so many different ideas. You can do different themes on challenge groups. You can do weekend warrior challenges. You can do prizes. You can just do anything. I mean, there's tons of different ways you can run groups and make them fun and make them your own, and get people involved. But just running good groups, no matter how you do it, is super, super important. And like I said, challenge groups are how you're going to really build your team and how you're going to make money, because if no one's buying challenge packs, you're not going to have challenge groups. But once you start getting the people in the challenge groups that really love the products and believe in the products, that is how you build your team, and that's really how you're going to end up making that income, is because people who love the products are going to be the best coaches you have. So I think that's all I have. I do 2 challenge groups a month. I recommend doing at least 1 a month. Definitely starting only 1. I wouldn't recommend trying to do 2. The only reason I do 2 now is because I get such a big influx of people that I don't want people to have to wait a whole month from when they sign up to when they join. Not to mention, I always run one with my success partner, so we have twice as many people, so we have plenty of people to run 2 a month together. So once a month for sure. If you're trying to move your business forward, you need to be running 1 challenge group a month. Promote it like crazy. I like to make sure that people get signed up. So if we start on a Monday, the Tuesday before is my absolute deadline, because I don't want people having their Shakeology come 4 days into the challenge. I make it very, very clear to the people I talk to that they are, when the deadline is and all that. So, so that if they are trying to sign up a couple days later, I'm like, hey, look, guess what? You're going to have to just wait another week and a half until my next group, because I run them every 2 weeks. And so if you are ever running a group and you need a place to put them, just ask. Maybe someone will sign up and, the Friday, and you start a group Monday, and you're not going to start a group super soon. Just ask me or ask someone else, because there's other groups you can usually throw them into. And people are always welcome to join my groups if they need a place to go. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, on challenge groups, please let me know, but just know how important they are. If someone says they're interested, make sure you're following up with them, giving them the best info, connecting with them, connecting their goals to, the groups and the products, and just make sure that you are loving up on your people in the groups, and, just being a good coach and being a good leader and a good example. So thank you guys for hopping on, and have a great rest of your day.